G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So just jumping straight into Go Battle League today. So as you can see, I'm currently on 2144 in rank 8. So since getting to rank 8, so I joined rank 8 at 2190. So if you want to see that video, I'll link that now. You can go check that out. And so since joining rank 8, I've been schooled, to be completely honest. So I needed to change my team up a little bit. And have obviously dropped a whole lot of points since I've been here. So I've been trying to swap it up to get a team that works. And if you want to see that progression through, I'll link to the playlist now so you can check out the previous games. So look at rank 1, 2, all the way through and see how teams and gameplay progresses throughout. So let's jump in. So the current team I've used in the last couple of matches has been Toxicroak, Shiftry, and Registeel. So they all have the standard moves. So Toxicroak has counter, Mud Bomb, and Sludge Wave, is it? Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, whatever the poison move is. Shiftry has Snarl, Leaf Blade, and Foul Play. And then Registeel has Lock On, Flash Cannon, and Focus Blast. So all the sort of fairly standard moves. So I've got the Toxicroak running at the front there. It will cover sort of Steel and Fairies. And also has a little bit of cross cover on the grass as well, just because it has that poison move. So it does cover a lot of what you'd expect to see out front. So yeah, that's why I've got that out the front. Then I've got the Shiftry and the Reggie in the back to sort of cover its biggest weaknesses. So if someone swaps in with a flying type, so something like an Altaria, Skarmory, things like that. So then I will be swapping in my Registeel to counter that. If people are swapping in Psychics, I swap in the Shiftry. So because it's got the Dark type. So the problem with Shiftry is Deoxys Defense. So Deoxys Defense normally will be run with the fast move counter, so it sort of is a double-edged sword there. Whilst the Shiftry will be doing huge amounts of damage to it and be able to spam its charge move, it's really glassy, and Deoxys Defense can get to, usually someone's running Rock Slide is the normal move that's run on it. So normally it will be able to get to a Rock Slide, and that needs to be shielded just because Shiftry is so squishy. So not necessarily ideal. So what I'm going to do is swap up the Shiftry, and so for something to do a similar sort of job, I have finally committed to the Sableye. So what I've got the Sableye as my buddy, as you probably could have saw there. But the problem is it's 15, 13, 15, and ideally you'd want 15, 15, 15. I have got it as my buddy, but it's not got best buddy status yet, so that's going to take a little while, and will probably be the next season before I actually get it as a best buddy, and so that will make a little bit of a difference as well. So for now I'm just going to run it at 1466, so it's fairly good. I think it's rank 7 or 8 in overall. For its IV, 15 attack is what you want, and because it'll help those mirrors. So unfortunately I don't have return. I am running Shadow Claw, Foul Play, and Power Gem. So obviously Power Gem, so that rock move for any of the flyers, but mainly Shadow Claw, Foul Play is for the swap in with the psychic types that happen on Toxicroak in the lead. So we're going to have to see how this goes. It's going to be really interesting. I have wanted to use Sableye for a while. It's got really good typing, so it's dark and ghost typing. So it's only vulnerable to fairy types. So that works out really quite well. It's got resistance to fighting, poison, psychic, and normal, and it actually psychic and normal type. It's double resists, so happy days basically. So we'll have to jump in and see how it goes. So the other reason I wanted to sort of swap this one out, so Shiftry out for this one, is because my team was very, very weak to fighting, particularly fighting in the back. So if anyone had a had a fighter in the back, look out. I was going to be in a bit of trouble. So I'm going to jump in. Enough talking. Let's get this started and see how we go. So it'll be interesting to see how this works as a switch in, because lots of people are using it as a safe switch. To be completely honest, I have no idea whether it is or not. Let's find out. So, who have we got in the lead? So, this is not ideal on the lead. So, I'm going to, with its ghost, I'm just going to straight up mud bomb this thing. So, it doesn't resist ground. It's also obviously not going to be super effective against ground. So, I'm going to get shields here. Going to be interesting to see what they do. So I'm going to shield this up. They did manage to smash through a few, so they have foul played there. Let's see what they do here. So I'm just going to keep throwing these charge moves. So the thing to remember is it takes 6 to get to a foul play. So I'm really hoping I can get to another one. So I'm going to match their shield here. Let's see what they do. So they may end up switching out here. Let's see. So I don't know. Oh, that was close. That was really, really close. So in the 2 shield, I'm really not sure what I should be doing and who wins, but there we go. So managed to get switch here. So they have got the Azumarill. Which isn't great for me, especially with no shields, because I'll be able to straight up hydro pump me. So it'll be interesting to see what their last Pokemon is. I'm hoping I can get to take this out before it gets to 3 hydro pumps. So it'll probably get to 2 hydros. Let's find out. So I don't know whether I should have let the... Oof. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's not ideal. Let's just throw this second hydro. And what I might do is... throw the second hydro. Throw the second flash cannon. So what I might do is switch into my own... so this is probably going to be the... Ice Beam. I'm hoping it's, so I was really hoping it wasn't the Play Rough, so they've managed to, let's see what they've switched out to. So I'm just going to foul play this then, and we'll see how we go. So that should be able to, I should be able to get to a couple of foul plays, hopefully. We'll find out, can I get there? I can, so I think we may have tied there. Let's find out. So this is really going to put some damage in. And it takes it out. So that's happy days. So, and Azumarill is down. So happy days. So I think we may have CMP tied there, but that worked out pretty well. So having a Sableye on the lead, I was not expecting that. But that's an interesting lead choice. So I guess the right move there is to throw those mud bombs. I was just trying to think of what the option was. So I could have thrown out my own Sableye to counter that. But, I mean, I got the win, so that might be the right move. If I run into another Sableye out the front, I think I will do the same thing. Let's find out what we get this time. So we've got the Meganium, so that's not ideal for us, but I think it's actually okay because we've poison type, so we'll resist the... so I'm not going to shield this up. And let's see what they do. So I don't know whether I should go... So Frenzy Plant is not going to do a huge amount of damage. So I'm going to go straight for the... so I should have probably gone Sludge here. Yeah, so definitely should have gone for the Sludge. Oh, well, maybe not. Let's see what they're swapping to. So out comes the Psychic. So I'm going to swap out into my... so no shield here. So swap into the Sableye. So this is what the Sableye was for. So it is the Ice Punch. It's going to do a bit of damage, not too much. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to throw the Foul Play. I wanted to get a little bit of extra energy there. I don't expect them to shield this. I expect them to let this go. Wow, okay, so they did shield, that's fine. And unfortunately, I think... we've CMP tied. So I'm going to let this go. So another Ice Punch is not going to take me out. Unfortunately, we did CMP tie there, and I have thrown the move. So it's not going to shield this up, and then it burns all my energy. Really unfortunate for me. I would have liked to keep this out. So what have we got? So we've got the... so I'm not going to shield. I'll let it go down. And I'm going to come out with the Toxicroak here, throw the Mud Bomb, and let's see what it does. So, oh wow, so we didn't get the shield, that's brutal. So that was really not ideal for me. And it's all going to see what is in the back. So if I can get this down before it gets its charge move, happy days, I did. Let's see what's in the back. Oh, so they're out. So I'm assuming it was like an Altaria or Skarmory. I really assume it was like an Altaria in the back, to be honest. So yeah, happy days. There's game number 2. So we'll jump in to game number 3 and see how we go. So Hypno, absolutely perfect for the Sableye switch in there. So really happy with that. And let's see how we go with this next one. So on the lead, so this is not ideal. So I'm going to switch into, and I probably should have done that earlier. So instead, I'm going to be down on energy. I really should have, really should have switched in faster than this. I'm kind of hoping I get a switch from them now. To counter me, so I'm gonna do the same as what they have and throw the shield up, so match shields here. So are we going to get a switch here? No, it doesn't look like it. So they're absolutely ripping me apart with that. I was really hoping I'd get them to switch out from the Sableye into something else. So double shielded this, so that's interesting. So I'm really hoping I can get to another Foul Play before they can get to a... Yes, so I can. So there's the Foul Play. So let's throw that, and that should get it really close, and it's going to take me out. So the question is, I'm going to come in because they're going to throw their energy straight away. Which is fine, and then on the Reggie it's going to do next to nothing. I'll be able to have a quick charge, take it down, get a little bit of energy, and say a little bit, I really do mean a little bit. So got the so I'm going to switch into the Toxicroak here, and I fully expect them to switch out here. And so they've not switched out, which is absolutely fine with me. So we'll throw the straight up Sludge Bomb here, and that's going to do a whole lot of damage. So question is, do I shield or do I not? So I'm not going to shield this. I'm going to let the Ice Beam go. Maybe I'll get to... Oh, I'm definitely not getting to a another... So I'm just going to... Oh, so I think we've hit that at the same time. I think this is just going to be the Ice Beam here. And it is, so that's fine with me. I really hope we haven't. Yeah, so we have hit that at the same time. So I'll do a couple of little bits of damage there. I actually don't want to do very much damage to it. Ugh, it did take it out still because I wanted to be able to... Oh, so the question is here, who's going to get there first? So I'm going to shield this up. And it's the Flash Cannon! So that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. So they're going to get to the Flash Cannon before me. But I don't know that I'll be in Flash Cannon range. I should be able to get to the Flash Cannon before they can get to a Focus Blast. Let's find out. So I think we CMP tied there. So I really hope this is a Flash Cannon, not a Focus Blast. And it's a Focus Blast. How did they get there before me? That's really bad. So shouldn't have shielded should have let the first one go, as it turns out, and then shielded the second one. Yeah, good game on their part. Bad play by me, and got really unlucky to CMP tie and lose that. So shouldn't have. Yeah, so next time, don't charge the charge move at all and just charge it down. So this is not an ideal match for me, so I'm going to switch out here. Just because obviously it's going to be very super effective against the... so I will shield this up. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. Let's see if they swap out. I'm kind of expecting them to, and they have. So what have we got here? So I'm going to go for the foul plays here. Yeah, so ideally I'll get matched up against the... So let's throw the second foul play. So I should be getting a shield here. To be completely honest, I'm fine either way. So if I can get a shield, happy days. Yep, so I can. And I'm just thinking, so I'm going to let this one go. So it's a Mud Bomb. So it's going to do a little bit of damage, but not too much. So I'll let that one go. So they're going to throw back-to-back Mud Bombs. So I might... let this go. Oof. Yeah, so yeah, don't know about that. So they're going to probably get to a Mud Bomb first, which they have, and I think we've CMP tied. Really sick of this CMP tying business because it's just burning all my energy when it... Oh... Yeah, and so it just burns my energy. Absolutely burning that energy, which is really, really not ideal. Yeah, so should have... Oh, so this is interesting. Let's see if I can get there. And I managed to get to the Sludge Bomb. Let's see if... they shield this up. If they don't, this is a chance for me, and they have shielded it up. So thankfully, I'm going to let this go, and for once, the CMP tie helped me out here, and then I'm going to obviously switch into the Registeel here, and try and get to this Flash Cannon first, which I can do. If I can take this out before it threatens with a... so... I think what I'm going to do is shield this up. Yeah, so it was the Earthquake, so really lucky for me. Let's try and charge this down, and I really want to charge that down. So now I've got the Skarmory coming in, and so this should be fairly straightforward win here. I need to charge up and get energy so I can throw it straight away on the Meganium they have in the back there. So I'm just going to charge up a whole lot of energy. So it's both of its moves, so whether it throws... let's see what it throws. So it threw the Sky Attack. It could have also be running the Flash Cannon, which is fine. so another Sky attack there. So I'm going to have to now take it out. I would have really liked to take it out before it threw this another Sky attack. Let's just charge, and I'm going to have to throw now. And I really hope I have enough energy to go straight into back-to-back flash cannons. Let's find out. So I don't. Let's hope I can charge it before it charges me. And I waited too long to charge it. Had it not got that second charge move off, I could have won this game. So that's my fault. I waited one too long. Yeah, so that's my really poor play there. So should have known. Really frustrating, but I mean, it is what it is, and this is what happens when you play these games out. So I would have got to 100 energy there and just not being able to continue to charge up, and that's the problem with trying to charge up the double flash on Registeel. So this is a really good match for me to start with, and I expect them to switch out here. So they've switched into... So I don't really know. So I'm going to... So what I should have done there is throw the Mud Bomb, just because they're going to shield this. Oh, and they didn't. So that works out all right for me. So I will get out of there and then just foul and then absolutely go to town on this. So I'm just trying to think of how many... So I will shield this up, you know. Oh, and it's the Hydro Pump. So really nice shield there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so managed to fast move farm that one down, and this is looking really solid. So I expect them to come out with the Shiftry, but if they come out with the Shiftry, then yeah, so going to be interesting here, because obviously the... Yeah, so they've shielded that one up, so that's fine. So I am going to let this go. So it is the Leaf Blade, so I should... No, didn't survive that, so fine. I'll let this timer count down, so I should have thrown my... my Dark there, but I didn't. So I expect... I'm not going to shield this up because, again, it's not going to do much damage. So both of the moves are going to be resisted for my Toxicroak. So that works out really well. So I really should have... Should have I thrown the Sludge there? Oh, so that's really bad for me. So let's see how we go here. So, I will shield this one up. They're going to get to another shield before me. So this is not ideal, not with the shield and energy. A shield and energy on this Shiftry is really not good. So I really should have shielded something else. Shield and energy on the Shiftry. Shield and energy on the Skarmory there. So I fully expect them to do a sack swap here. So they haven't. So I will just throw this energy. They will use the shield here. So this is actually going to be probably good games. I think they're going to beat me because they're going to get to another charge move here, and they're also going to get to a charge move on the Shiftry in the back. So this is going to take me really low. And so they're sacking this, and there's not much I can do here. There's nothing I can do. So that's really good play on their part. I should have shielded up on the Toxicroak, and that's my poor play. So all three of those matches I lost were my own poor play. So I think this team is actually a bit stronger than what it was for me just then, but I think my poor plays really let it down. So let's claim those two. 21.44. I'm going to go down, so 21.35. So gone down 9, which is not ideal. But a couple of those games, really poor play on my part. Yeah, it is what it is. And I think I'll stick with this team. I'll give it another run through and see if I can get a little bit more success on it. Just because it's definitely a good and strong team. I just need to be mindful of my switches and mindful of what I can what I can take in terms of damage wise on that Sableye, and I'm really frustrated about the match with the Skarmory, because that should have been 100% my win, but I just spent way too long, over farmed on the Registeel, went over 100 energy and let the Skarmory throw another charge attack, and that's really what cost me the game there. So really frustrating, but yeah, it is what it is. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you sort of learnt something, a little bit of a demo of what not to do in those last 3 games there, but thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.